Hello friends, it is time for another plan with me. It's going to be July very soon, so we are going to make a cute and simple dinosaur spread. Now I got these cute little stickers from AliExpress, I think, but it was a long time ago and I had a little look-see through and picked this one and then decided I was going to attempt to draw it. Now, does it turn out great? No. But it's not bad actually for me, considering I did it freehand. I'm pretty happy with this. And in case you guys are wondering, the pens that I'm using are the GOAT. They are the Languo Acrylic Gel Pens. So they're essentially a sort of really pointed nib gel pen, but with an acrylic paint inside. They are so good. I am addicted to these pens now. I've been using them in my colouring books and they really do ramp up your colouring. It's so good. But yes, so this is my cute little dino friend. He's not too bad. You can tell he's not exactly the same as the one on the left, but I'm pretty happy. So you can get the Languo pens from AliExpress. You can probably get them from like Shein or maybe Temu as well, but I don't shop there. And I got mine on Vinted. So someone was selling a huge amount for £18. So I was like, yes, please. Cutie. Now we're going to do my calendar, and I decided to do it a tiny bit different this time. So I'm going to outline the calendar in this really beautiful dark green, and then I'm going to use a lighter green and do dashed lines inside. It didn't make a huge difference, but it did make the calendar a little bit more secondary, so it didn't stand out as much, and I do like it. So, you know, the boxes are still separate, and that's what I wanted. So we're all good. You've got to be careful you don't put your arm in the pens before they dry though, because I did do that a few times. Didn't smudge, but I did end up with paint on my hand. Now I've picked out a couple more of my little dino friends down here. Look at that, we have absolutely adorable ones, and I'm using this, it's like a circle campus ruler, and it's got different stencils inside, and I did stars at the top for that little space themed little creature and hearts at the bottom for the little love bugs, the little, I'm going to say mother and baby. Look how cute they are. So yes, I really like this. Now this is my goals, tasks and monthly faves, and I will say that I don't use these pages as much as I probably should. I think it's because there's nothing interactive necessarily on them, so I might have to work on finding a way to make these pages a little bit more necessary to go back to, because obviously I don't go to the monthly faves until I find something that I really like, which, by the way, the pens will be going in the monthly faves because it is the end of June. They will probably go in June's as well, to be fair, but these pens are amazing. So nice, because the one thing about colouring that always gets me is I love using colouring pencils, but they always look so faint unless you really press hard, and that doesn't always look good either. And you can damage your pencils, and I was like, you know what, I want something that is colourful but doesn't have like the streaky lines. These do have streaky lines, but it's not as noticeable, and it's more based on like how the ink flow comes and how you're holding the pen, so it's kind of a bit of a learning curve on that one. But here we go, showing you that like if you colour very lightly, the ink kind of almost flows out before you actually press on the paper. It's a very odd thing, but it's cool. And if you, like on the dinosaur on the front cover, I was pressing really lightly, but then when I was doing that big body bit, I did actually leave some scratches, not scratches, like lines from where I was colouring, and it doesn't look bad though. You'll see it at the end. It does not look bad. Now this is my mood and my habits, and I decided to go back to my old way of doing a mood tracker because it dinosaur theme means I can do little dino eggs. So I thought, you know what? If that isn't calling out for a pretty little colouring in mood page, then nothing is. So I will be doing 5 different colours for this, and that will be happy, neutral, sad, anxious and angry. So we will see how I go on that one. I also changed up my habit tracker very, very slightly because I had lots of nice stickers, but they're all very large. So what I ended up doing was narrowing my habit tracker down from 2 boxes per row to 1 box per row. And I even added a couple of extra ones because I had space then. But I really wanted to include some new dinosaur stickers, so that was why. I needed to make room for the cuteness. It's very important. You have to have cuteness. But yes, I love this page. I think this is one of my favourites that I did. And I think this is probably going to be a really good page for me to keep looking back on and seeing how I was feeling and how I was doing. So, but look at this. Now I will say I did cut the outside of the stickers off because they had a big white border. I don't always like the white border on stickers. Sometimes I do, but I decided I wanted them to look a little bit more flush to the page. So I did cut out the white border that they had, but didn't affect, you know, how easy it was to take them off the paper or anything like that. It was so easy. Absolutely love these stickers. They're gorgeous, aren't they? I actually bought them to use with a pen pal, who I no longer have as a pen pal. They have moved on, and that is fine. I wish them all the best. And I was kind of like, now I don't know what to do with it because none of my other pen pals are dinosaur fans. So I have found a use. Maybe I'll give it a go and try a dinosaur pen pal in the future. Who knows? So we have a fairy god dino and this really cute strawberry loving dino. I'm all over the place today. It is so hot in the UK right now. Like, I have had to turn my 3 fans off and I am just slowly turning into a puddle of human goo. I'm just absolutely melting. It's too hot. It is a British thing. We have to complain about the weather, but gosh darn it, I am too hot. So yes, I can tell you right now, once I finish this voiceover, I will be going and putting all my fans back on. I will be splashing my face with cold water and having a cold drink. So yes, I'm hot. But that is my first weekly, and here you go. You can kind of see the streaky lines a little bit there, but it doesn't affect it. But what I will say is that I noticed that because I had just kind of kept working on this, I hadn't left it very long, you can see there's some of the paint actually came off, so it wasn't fully dry. So I think if I was to use these pens again, I would have to leave them just a little bit longer before I turn the page and wrote over the top of them. So that is my one thing, but again, it's a learning curve. It's not a big deal. It hasn't affected anything. I still love this layout. And actually what I ended up doing is getting my white acrylic gel pen and going over the little smudgies, and it looks perfect again. So it's not a big deal. That was what I did after I'd filmed. And yes, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye!